Hello everyone, welcome to today's video where I'm going to show you how to achieve this makeup look using a full face of Revlon. I apologize in advance for anyone who does not like a voiceover tutorial, but I am sort of in a time crunch these last couple of days before I go on vacation with my husband and kids. It is much less time consuming for me to do a voiceover, and I'm trying my best to have some content to put out while I'm away. And honestly, I kind of like doing voiceovers because it allows me to watch the video through a couple times and make sure that at certain points I mention everything about the product or everything about the technique that I really want to. If I'm doing it sort of live as I go, sometimes I miss things that I really wanted to say or that I wanted to point out about a product. So if you would like to see how I achieved this makeup look using a full face of affordable Revlon cosmetics, then please keep on watching. Okay, I'm starting off by applying some sunscreen. I don't believe that Revlon makes a sunscreen, so I just use one from Innisfree, and I will have it linked in the description box. I also searched and searched for an eyeshadow primer from Revlon, and I couldn't find one, so I just used a little concealer to prime my lids as they are very oily. And now I'm applying the Colorstay Gripping Primer. This is a 24-hour matte primer. It is excellent for those of us with oily skin, as is the Colorstay Foundation. I am using the combo to oily version, but it also comes in a dry skin version. This foundation provides excellent coverage, long wear, and it's a great alternative for someone who can't or doesn't want to spend $50 on Estee Lauder Double Wear. So this was my first time trying the FlexWear Full Cover 24-Hour Concealer, and I actually really liked it. I kind of wish I had ordered a slightly lighter shade, but I've got to tell you, the coverage of this concealer is excellent. It is super creamy, super blendable, and at the end of the day, I really didn't notice any creasing at all. So I was highly impressed. Something else I could not find from Revlon was a contouring product. So I'm just using this one from e.l.f. And unfortunately, the name has come off the packaging, so I don't know what shade this is. And as far as I could see, Revlon also only has one type of bronzer, and it's kind of shimmery. So I chose to set my contour and do a little bronzing with this bronzer from L'Oreal. Yes, I know I'm cheating a little bit here, so I guess you could say it's a 99% full face of Revlon. Now to set my face, I'm using one of my new favorite drugstore powders. This is called Blot, and it really does a nice job at blurring my pores and helping to control shine. And now I'm filling in my brows with this really great brow pencil. It's very reminiscent of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. And the blonde shade I'm using is just perfect. It's not too golden, it's not too ashy. And after filling in my brows, I'm setting them with this new, well, I think it's new, Colorstay Brow Fiber Filler. And this is interesting. The applicator is very interesting. At the top, there's a traditional brow setting applicator, but then underneath that, there is a flatter side. So I used the tip to fluff up my brows and add the fibers, and then I used the flat side almost to like give them a laminated look. And I have to say, I ended up really liking this product. And now I'm just carving out my brows with a little concealer as usual. And now I'm using this quad eyeshadow palette in Moonlit, taking the darkest shade and blending that all over my lid. Yes, it looks messy, but it will all come together, I promise. Now I'm going in with the second darkest shade. I'm looking straight into the mirror and pressing that shade right into my crease and going back and forth in a windshield wiper motion. So that first shade went a little bit higher than my crease, and then the second shade went right into the crease. I'm also applying that shade along my lower lash lines, giving it a really nice, soft, smoky effect. Now I found these eyeshadows to be pretty good. They're nicely pigmented. I'll be honest with you though, they don't feel like luxury eyeshadows, but they're also not bad at all. Now I'm cleaning up the outer corners with a little concealer so I can get that lifted look. And now I'm taking that shimmering gold shade from the palette and placing that right on the center of my mobile lid. Just sort of packing that on to build up the color. And now I'm taking this Color Stay gel eyeliner pencil in black and I'm making a tiny wing with the pencil, as you can see here. And this can be very messy because then I'm going to take a little angled brush and blend it out. I'm sort of extending the wing, smudging out that line. You can also just take the eyeliner brush and dip it right into the pencil to pick up the color. I'm also connecting that wing to the outer corner of my bottom lash lines. I'm doing the same thing now on the other eye. And adding a little bit more smudging of the lower lash line. Now I'm curling my lashes and tight lining. And for mascara, I'm using this one called So Fierce, which is pretty nice, but it's not my favorite drugstore mascara. Currently, I'm really loving the new L'Oreal Voluminous Panorama. Afterwards, I decided I wanted to blend out the eyeshadow a little bit more, so I took that second darkest shade, put my chin up and looked down into the mirror and just blended everything out. And now I'm adding a little bit of the white eyeshadow to my tear ducts and also underneath the arch of my brows. For blush, I'm using this beautiful shade called Tickled Pink. I have been a big fan of the Revlon powder blushes for a long time now. I think they are highly underrated. And I did have to use one more non-Revlon product because I did not have a highlighter. So I just used this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Hello Halo Liquid Highlighter in Gilded Glow. For my lips, I'm using another, I think, underrated Revlon product, which is their lip liners, the Color Stay lip liners. I am using the shade Sienna, and once my lips are outlined, I'm taking my finger and sort of smudging it in to my lips. And then I couldn't decide which Revlon gloss to use because they're both so beautiful. But ultimately, I chose the lighter pink shimmer. And now I'm just making some final touches. And we are done. Okay, this is the completed look. I think you can tell I added some corner lashes as usual. I also decided to line my inner waterlines, my lower waterlines, with that black eye pencil. I really feel like it makes my eyes pop, and that particular eyeliner really stays on well. A lot of times when I line my lower waterlines, it disappears within a couple of hours or it runs, and I really have had good luck with this long wearing pencil from Revlon. Of course, everything will be listed and linked down below in the description box. I also added in some, I took away, I softened the lip liner. I felt like it was a little bit too harsh. As always, if you did enjoy this video, I hope that you will give it a thumbs up. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will hit that subscribe button and join the Risa Does Makeup family. I do upload new videos at least twice per week, although in the next couple of weeks that might not be the case, but I will do my best. Throughout the rest of the year when I'm not on vacation, I typically do post at least twice a week here on YouTube. I also post more content over on TikTok and Instagram. My username is Risa Does Makeup on all platforms. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video.